what is your full name and where are you from?
Alistair Harris, and I'm from South Africa.
Can you tell me about your background and what you do?
I'm an agricultural engineer, and I've also got a big interest in logistics and supply chain. When I was using OptiSurface a lot, I was basically technical services manager at a fairly large sugar estate in Mozambique. I'm now with a group based in South Africa with estates around SADC and trying to provide a technical support service to all of the ops guys there.
Okay. And how long have you been using OptiSurface?
Been using OptiSurface since 2011 when it was first exposed to me at a course in South Africa.
And what was the problems that you had before you found OptiSurface?
The problems were just sculpting, effectively cutting too much soil to try and get plainer surfaces.
Okay. And what concerns did you have after you found OptiSurface?
None really. It worked really well. In the early days, there were some things which took a bit of time on the design side, but with the new release, it's all a lot easier and simpler.
Okay. And so did we deliver on these concerns for you?
Yeah, well, I had none really. It was just me getting better at designing.
Sure. What were you most impressed by when you started working with OptiSurface?
I think the continuously variable grade change was a breakthrough technology, and then all the analytics tools help you refine your design, which is really useful.
Okay, which analytics tools do you like to use?
Well, the drainage analysis, ponding analysis, when we were doing post-surveys, I'd often look at a ponding analysis on the post-survey field to just see. In fact, we made it part of our contracts that it needs to be under 5%. It probably should be less than that, but that was one of the criteria that we used.
Okay. And what are the outcomes and benefits that were most valuable to you or your business, the businesses you work with?
Well, some of the biggest benefits were significantly reduced cuts. I think for the 4 years that I intensively used the program in an ops role, it was around 265 cubic meters per hectare, which is pretty low. It's slightly artificial. It would be lower, but it was the contractor rates were there was a category change for it, 0 to 250 onwards. So it would have been slightly, or probably closer to 250 would be the real figure. On those particular fields, independently assessed, there's been a benefit of between 10 and 12 tons per hectare. So that's a significant impact.
Right, of sugarcane, yeah.
Yeah, of sugarcane.
Okay. And how can we improve our service to you?
I think just continue to add CAD features that help drawing and design, making layouts easier and more symmetric and whatever to help fit in with other bits of infrastructure like irrigation lines and so on. Being able to do more CAD functions just helps with that.
Okay.
But otherwise it's...
So are you doing, are these for greenfield sites or
No, existing.
brownfield they're changing the layout?
All the work that I've done so far is on brownfield work, yeah.
And you're changing the layout?
Yeah.
Right. You increasing the field sizes or how are you changing it?
Generally our fields are too large, and so it's breaking them up and using OptiSurface to help do that.
Okay. Have you got any other thoughts?
No, I'm just trying to promote it as much as possible. We've got a long way to go. It's been a long journey trying to convince people that it's not multi-plane.
Right.
Seem to be getting there.
Right.
Eventually.
So what's their concerns about multi-plane?
Just cutting too much.
Yeah, okay. So they've tried multi-plane.
Yeah.
Have they
cut too much and burnt their fingers and now are very nervous of getting a scraper back in the field.
Yeah. So you're working in sugarcane, and are we talking about, are these all irrigated areas?
Yeah, all irrigated. All of our dryland cane, which is not a lot, is on fairly steep, hilly areas where it wouldn't really be appropriate to use OptiSurface.
Okay, so it's irrigation, and is there much furrow irrigation?
We haven't used it on furrow irrigated fields yet, but having a look at this new release or new version, I'll definitely give it a go if we are going to put some in.
So it's spray overhead sprinkler type stuff.
Yeah, it's either drip, semi-permanent, movable sprinkler, or pivot.
Right.
In general, furrow is being phased out, mainly because of uniformity issues and things, but perhaps with this tool we can make some improvements on that.
Right. Okay. Excellent. Thanks for that.
Cool.